Welcome to SmartLoving Insights. This episode is titled The Passion Principle.
One of the great delights of running marriage enrichment retreats for couples is hearing all the amazing love stories. From beginning to end, every one of them has mystery, radical self-sacrifice, and epic persistence in some capacity. We often joke that our own love story is more akin to a soap opera than real life, but after hearing hundreds of love stories, ours is really not that remarkable. Nonetheless, we are very aware of the loving hand of God in bringing us together and keeping us together, which is even more miraculous.
In all these love stories, the common ingredient is passion. Passion is at the very core of why we got married. It was our passion that brought us together and underpinned our decision to marry. We wanted to share all that we had with each other, our dreams, fears, feelings, sorrows, laughter, and yes, our bodies too. Our passion for each other led us to pledge everything we had to each other on our wedding day, including our future, an impossible commitment without the grace of God to sustain us. This is especially so in the current culture of throwaway relationships and sexual liberation.
Passion needs defining and protecting. There are so many ignoble causes that have hijacked this word that it is easy to get the wrong idea when we use it. So let us be more specific. Firstly, we are not just talking about an intense emotion when we use the word passion. Passion involves more than the emotions, it involves the entire person. Passion is a desire for union and communion, to be one with each other in body and soul. In other words, passion is a desire for intimate knowledge of and connection with another in our whole personhood. Not just physically, not just emotionally, but spiritually as well. Secondly, it's not just about sexual desire. Passion is often confused with lust, but it is very different. Lust is a self-centered desire for another in order to fulfill my needs. It is a purely self-focused thing. On the other hand, passion is completely other-centered and unselfish. It is willing to sacrifice for the other.
It leads us to personally forgo our own interests so that we can serve the other, and it leads us to take more delight in the other's happiness than in the fulfillment of our own wants. A good reference point is the passion of Christ on the cross. It was a complete outpouring of love, even to the point of death. Christ's passion was totally other-centered and self-giving. Passion also leads us to a self-sacrificing love, to self-donation to the one we love.
Finally, passion is not something that comes and goes and over which we have no control. Passion is something that we can cultivate and indeed need to cultivate and nurture in order to keep our marriages vibrant and strong. Most of us would generally agree that although being good friends is a great start in a relationship, but it's not sufficient reason for getting married. A couple needs more. They need to have an element of passion and urgency, a sexual spark for each other. They need to be what we would call in love, and that's really what passion is all about.
Being in love is foundational to marriage. It is a prerequisite, and the same principle should apply after the wedding as well as before. The special chemistry that worked to attract us to each other in the first place is more integral and central to our continuing relationship than we are often aware.
If we are not passionately in love, marriage becomes too much work, and we easily become exhausted. When our passion is low, we tend to be measured in our love for each other. We put limits on it and unconsciously keep score. He's only doing so much, so I won't do any more than this much. Or, it's her turn to take out the garbage, make the bed, straighten the lounge room, and so on. Without passion, our self-talk becomes selfish and focused more on protecting our own interests than on wanting to see our spouse flourish.
On the other hand, when passion is strong, our whole disposition towards each other is different. Instead of keeping score or putting limits on our love, we think only of what we can do to love our spouse. Moreover, we do it joyfully, willingly, because it is no hardship for us. We are motivated by desire rather than duty, by passion rather than obligation. While we may be doing the same action, for example, working to pay a mortgage, or cleaning up the garage, or doing the laundry, etc., the experience is totally different. Instead of feeling resentful or hard done by, we feel blessed. It's not the action itself, but the why of it that is different.
Passion transforms our motivation and the way we perceive our obligations and responsibilities, making the everyday tasks of building a home and supporting family more life-giving and rewarding. It inspires us to be generous towards and grateful for the other, rather than critical and self-piteous. Passion is what makes love easy and joy-filled. It transforms our marriage from just a convenient living arrangement to a mission to love this man or this woman with everything we've got.
You've been listening to Smart Loving Insights. You can find more great content, on-demand courses and relationship coaching at smartloving.org.
SmartLoving engaged online. Before getting married in the Catholic Church, many priests and dioceses require that a couple completes a marriage preparation course to prepare themselves for the sacrament of marriage and to support them with helpful relationship tools. SmartLoving Engaged Online is a course which will give you the tools to make your marriage the best it can be. The course is comprised of 9 lessons. When the course is complete, you will be emailed a certificate and a course report to give to your celebrant. Work at your own pace when it suits you. The SmartLoving Engaged curriculum has ecclesiastical approval and is approved for use in numerous dioceses throughout the world, including Australia, New Zealand, the UK, USA, and Asia. Visit smartloving.org/engaged. Gift certificates are also available if you would like to purchase the Engage course for a friend or family member.